Good day, good evening, my dear friends. Hello. Today we're gonna review a new game that's called Reverse Collapse, codename Bakery. Glad that they decided to pick this game up instead of blindly reading some of these Steam reviews. It's actually a pretty solid strategy RPG game, even if you are not a fan of Girls Frontline. The story at first seems a bit like your typical live die repeat, but the character writing, story pacing are actually engaging enough for me to caring about what the next, and for $20 price tag, it got fully up-voiced. Animated-ish cutscenes, lively details with the chibi character, I think it's well worth the price with how much details are put into the game. It's no wonder the game got delayed many times. If Girls Frontline is actually as good as this one, I might try the mobile game one day. Oh, and this game actually got flashback of the previous event whenever you load up your saves, which is very nice feature. As for the gameplay, you might notice a big difficulty spike after chapter 1, but the game also offered you plenty of options to deal with this obstacle. Besides your guns, you get flashbangs, turrets, barricades, trip mice, you name it, not to mention character progression trees, weapon customizations, and most importantly, steals. While I think not many of games in this CRPGs genre utilize stealth mechanics as much, but none of them actually make you feel like you have to use stealth, but it's a game you kinda need to. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. Way too many of CRPGs games throwing you overwhelming or cheesing the enemy AE to a point that it just feels unbearable most of the time. But in this game, items are limited. Your character are limited. There are ways to grind up these things, but they can only get you so far and are also limited in way. I really like the fact that this game kind of forces you to use its stealth mechanic as a way to moving forward, as it fits its narratives. For those who dislike stealth, unfair situation, or hey, we're trying the same stage over and over again in a video game, it might irritate this much, but the game still offers you options such as quick save, auto save 1-2 turns earlier. Anyhow, it's good to use a game trying something new for this genre. I mean, I am such a save and load sucker in Baldur's Gate 3, so I don't really mind a mission that forced me to steals. Oh, for a stealth focused game, the enemy AE in this game is pretty decent. They actually take advantage of their surroundings and change focus based on your moves rather than just building your last known location. But we warn it, this game is not really easy if you just want to play it for the story. Sometimes a mixed bag isn't always a bad experience. I gave up series after its first entry of god-awful and boring combat system, yet finally fall in love with the whole series after giving it second chance many years later. I recommended this game, however, I do have a warning to all gamers out there. Challenge difficulty is the highest difficulty available for your first place slot. Do not choose this difficulty. This difficulty is fun at the start, but it progressively gets worse and worse to the point of being literally impossible. In Chapter 2, Act 7, not even Jefuty only has 90% base hit rate against the enemy sniper. Some snipers are even positioned and evasion boosting tiles, making her hit rate drop to 80%. 80 and 90% doesn't sound too bad, but it's only for Jefuty. Mendo has specific base 50% hit rate against enemy scouts, and when they're on invasion boosting tiles, you better pray hard. Another character, Athena, has it even worse. Against scouts, she has a measly 40% hit rate, making her normal attacks extremely useless. I should mention it that this game has fixed seed energy style. If you know how to manipulate that, you can win, but it's gonna take you millions of hours to find the script that hits enough 50% accuracy attacking for you to win. It took me 8 hours plus just to finish the script, and the strategy is not replicable, not even for myself, since a new mission means a different seeds. Anyway, the game is amazing, but just plain normal difficulty. And devs forgot to lock challenge mod behind NG Plus probably. I'll do another review maybe when I get further in the game piece. Extremely fun tactic game. Ignore the negative review unless they're actually critical about features, is getting review bombed by stance or by combic shot every possible feature in the game, which gets annoying. There is no benefits for doing the side of the game, but like really. Thank you for watching guys, see you later, goodbye.